I think the topic might be wine.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Where's your hat, Dave? You always wear your hat.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Not on
Yes, you
special occasions. You didn't watch it.
Ah.
Yes, I did.
I did
You
watch
didn't have it on.
No, I didn't. I had my jacket.
I know
suit
Marilou
jacket
had
on.
on the same shirt 2 different episodes.
Oh my goodness.
So
Shame on you.
did I not watch it or did I not watch it? Thank you very much.
She's looking at you, not me. So.
She's my
I
sister.
probably
I
did. And I'll bet it was plaid.
It was blue.
It's all fine.
It's like, this is all I've got that's going to work.
Is my tape showing?
I'll look,
She kept
I'll
going
look like
that.
Jonathan Scott.
Is this being recorded?
Yes.
For the
It goes on the blooper reel at the end of the year. Hi everyone, welcome back to a special edition of Blue Collar Wine Review. I'm Dave.
And I'm Marilou. We've got some special attendees today doing our tasting on Apothic wines. I have my sister, Beth, to my right.
And I have my sister Cindy and sister Cheryl.
Hi.
And we're doing a wine testing of 4 different Apothic wines. We have the 2015 Apothic Red, the 2015 Apothic Dark, the 2015 Apothic Crush, and a 2014 Apothic Inferno. And so we're going to be talking about each one of those. And so we'll get it started. So who would like to go with the Apothic Red 2015?
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go. I found it very berry. It wasn't one of the favorite ones of the 4 that I had tasted, but I've had it before, and I just berry. I wasn't too thrilled with it, but that's my opinion.
Okay. So out of 5 stars, what would you give it?
Maybe a 2.
Ouch.
Wow.
2.
Yeah.
All right. So that's pretty low on the scale.
I'm
there.
sorry.
No,
but-
that's all right. But if that's how you feel about it,
Yeah.
Cheryl.
I was actually introduced to the Apothic Reds back in 2013, right after they came out with them, and it was very popular. It has a lot of berries in it, some vanilla, and I picked up a hint of maybe some lavender.
Very
And
good.
I like it. It's a good go-to every day if there's something you just want to pick up. I like, it is. So it's a pleasure to be able to taste their other wines against it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll go ahead and go. I get mocha. Overall, it's a bit sweet overall. Has some strong legs to it, and it's an okay wine. I wouldn't toss it aside, or if it was given to me, I would drink it definitely. But it wouldn't be a go-to wine for me. So I would probably stretch with a 3, but it'd probably be about 2.7 for me.
I would agree.
I'd agree with that. I'd give it a 3 as well. It's slightly dry, slightly sweet, and it has long legs. But again, just like Dave said, I don't know that I'd go out of my way to find it, but it's a decent 2.7 to a 3 for sure.
Beth?
I thought it was very sweet. I've tasted a lot of cherries in it. I think it would be a great dessert wine for like chocolate cake or German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Some darker, maybe chocolate pudding because of the mocha. I enjoyed it, and I also would probably give it a 3.
Very good. All right, so we'll start with you again, and we'll go with the 2015 Apothic Crush.
Oh, the Crush.
The Crush.
Okay, the Crush. I was not too thrilled with this Crush. It has a very dark color. It's got some good legs. It's very jammy. There's hints of vanilla in it. There's a lot of cocoa in it, I think, but it just I don't know, something about it. I'd probably give it a 2.5 to a 3 maybe, but no more than that.
All right.
I'd go a little bit lower. I get a lot of jammy flavor in it as well. Thicker mouthfeel, and the coloring is about the same as the Apothic Red, but it's meh, 2 to 2.5.
Meh. It's
Meh.
meh. Good deal. I will give the Crush probably a 3-2. Only because it is slightly dry, I think. It's smooth. A lot of vanilla. Has a long finish, and there's orange peel in that. There's a hint of orange peel. Some type of citrus peel in there. It had a good mouthfeel, and it was okay. It was good. I like jammy wine, so it was good. About 3-2.
It was the second least of my favorites. I got a lot of cherry and chocolate, and it's a stretch to a 3. And however, I think it would really go well with a good New York cheesecake.
Oh,
It would go.
cheesecake.
Where's the cheesecake?
Nobody brought
Nobody brought it.
Cheesecake.
Explain
Goodness
more.
gracious. Cindy.
Well, I am, at first tasting it, it was like a creamery, buttery taste, but then it went to tart and bitter. And it wasn't, I think it had long legs on it, but I wasn't too thrilled with that one either. But I will do like Cheryl said, I will make a stretch to a 3.
Very good. All right, so our next wine is a 2015 Apothic Dark. Cindy, you want to start us off?
Sure, I'll start. Well, first off, it's there was not much smell, or it was like a blah taste to me. It was not my favorite. It's a good stretch to a 2.
Wow.
I wasn't too thrilled with that one.
So it's nothing you'd go out of your way to buy.
And no, sorry.
Right.
I'd buy it.
All right, Cheryl.
It's my second favorite. I think it's smooth and it's balanced. There's a lot of berries in it, chocolate and pepper. And I would give this like a 3.7. And I would serve it with a really nice French cassoulet, salad, French bread to dip up all that
sounds
gravy.
good. When we coming to
Yummy.
your house?
Yeah, when are you cooking?
Can we all fit there?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to the lake.
There you go.
Anybody else?
All right, we're all getting in the SUV. We're going to the lake.
We'll continue this episode
Caravan.
at another time.
Yeah. Sunset at the lake. Okay, the Apothic Dark, I would probably give it a 3.5. I quite liked it. It was very jammy on the palate, but on the nose it's slightly smoky and dark berries, but it's very hint of dark berries. It has a light nose. It's not real heavy, a heavy jammy like say like Camus Cabernets that are really heavy on the nose. A lot of dark chocolate. If you're familiar with the cacao and dark chocolate, how it leaves that dry feeling on your tongue and in your mouth after you eat it. It has that. It's a little toasty. It has a smooth, but it does have peppery finish. So I liked it.
And I'm missing something, because the first time I picked up the glass, I couldn't smell anything whatsoever. I mean, like Dave said, it has very light, nose. And even since it's been sitting here a little while, I still can't smell anything on the nose. But jammy flavors. It's slightly dry. It has a smooth mouthfeel. But again, I'm in the 2 to 2.5 range.
I'm a little higher than that, probably 3 to 3.2. I still like Marilou, and maybe it's genetics, who knows. I don't smell it. I don't smell it.
Well, you never know.
I don't smell it to quit. But it's very full-bodied. It does have great legs, the cacao, as he talked about, and very dark fruits, very dark color. It's a nice-looking wine. But it wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't my least favorite either. So.
All right, very good. All right, so we have one more. It's a 2014 Apothic Inferno. So start us off.
Oh my God! This would be my favorite.
I think it's everybody's favorite.
It is so good. It's very, very spicy. It's very oaky. You can taste the bourbon barrels or the bourbon as it infused into the wine as it was sitting there. It's got a lot of pepper. I can smell a lot of chocolate. I wrote my notes, sorry. It's very good. Really, really long legs. It's a 15.9% wine, so it's got high alcohol. It's just, I think it's an amazing wine, and I'd probably give it a 4.
What she said. Although not as high. I wouldn't give it a 4, but I'd definitely give it a 3.5 or a 3.7. But yeah, a lot of the oak, like she said, it has a distinct whiskey or bourbon smell to it and on the palate. Peppery. But yeah, it's really good. I'm surprised.
So I liked it as well. Cherry cola on the nose, definitely a strong whiskey alcohol on the nose, and while you're drinking it, a lot of vanilla and vanilla caramel on the palate and finish. Extremely long legs, and it's best said 15.9, which is really the higher end for by volume, the alcohol content by volume, and I think I'd give it about a 4 too. I would say out of all of the overall standing, yeah, I really like the Inferno. I would definitely buy it again.
It is my favorite. What I like about it is that it carries really well from the time you first sip it. I mean, smelling it to sip it and down your throat. I like a dry, heady wine. And this has a woodsy flavor, earthy. I'm getting raspberries with chocolate, and you know, some vanilla in there, and there's a spice in there that I'm not picking up, and I can't place it.
Anise, maybe? Anise?
Maybe. But
it's good.
It's the heavier of all 4, and it is my favorite.
So let me ask you a question, since you were talking earthy and woody. So when you say earthy, what do you mean? Earthy like Florist 4 peat moss, or are you talking like barnyard?
Florist peat moss.
Okay.
Earthy.
Earthy.
Yeah, and it is my favorite. I would probably give it a 4.2 to 4.5. And it has enough substance to it that it will carry a good heavy meal, like really good filet mignon.
Yeah.
Nice ribeye.
Yeah, nice ribeye.
We'll have to have this tomorrow.
We're not having fillets tomorrow. I'm cooking barbecue ribs.
Well, the Apothic Red would go with.
I'm smoking ribs.
With the ribs.
Yeah. Cindy?
Well, we've gotten to the final one, and it is my favorite. And if you actually put your wine glass up against the rest of them, the Apothic Inferno has a brownish a little bit.
It's garnet.
It's garnet, yeah.
My birthstone.
Oh.
That's why you love it. No,
yeah, okay. I found that it is woody. It has, to me, it has a hickory barrel taste. And it also has a whiskey taste to it, which would account for the alcohol content in it. It does have long legs. It's overall, I just like it over the 4. This is my favorite. And I would rate it a 4+. So, but that is my favorite.
Awesome. All right, so we'll start with you and we'll go around.
Okay.
So you're gonna pick 1 through 4. So we know your Inferno, you just said it was your top pick.
It's my top pick.
So 2, 3, and 4. out
Oh,
of the
2,
ones.
3, and 4? Okay, so 2 would be probably the Crush, and then the Red, and then
Dark being
the
last.
Dark being the last. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cheryl?
After the Inferno, the Dark is my favorite, and that would be a go-to. A lot of go-tos along with the Inferno. The Apothic Red followed by the Crush.
I have the same ratings in that order. The Apothic Inferno being my number 1, Apothic Dark 2, the Apothic Red being 3, and the Crush being 4 for me.
Well, I am Inferno first, Red second, and the Crush and the Dark are even Steven.
And
Yep.
mine would be the Inferno first, of course, the Red second, and it would also be a toss-up between the Dark and the Crush.
They were
Something
both
about
very
genetics, I
similar.
can't help it.
All right.
So-
Any other final comments about the wine tastings or the wines?
I have a comment just for those of you out there. It just goes to show you we're 5 different people drinking 4 different wines, and we all have a different take on what we like and what we don't like. So just because we like something or we don't like something doesn't mean that you will or you won't. So just find something that you enjoy, pair it with a delicious meal, and enjoy life.
Absolutely.
Have a
Absolutely.
wine tasting at your own home.
And have some fun, because that's
Absolutely.
the most
That's
important
important.
thing, is that we're having fun, we're enjoying each other, and enjoying some wine. So
Siblings rule.
Yeah.
We're missing a couple, but
Yeah,
we'll get them before too long.
we'll get them on there. So you can find us on social media. You can find us on our web at bluecollarwinereview.com, on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. Any final comments?
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
No?
Oh,
Here you go.
Everybody?
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Cheers.
To life.
Cheers to life.
Cheers.
We're gonna
And always remember,
glass.
drink responsibly.
Awesome.
Cheers.